Hey guys, so today we've got this mining frame that I got from eBay. It was $65 about, just Australian dollars, and it fits about 8 GPUs max, but 6 GPUs if you have 2 screw spacing. So I got this one because of the price, obviously, because I know that if you get the 12 GPU ones, they're kind of like more expensive. And this one is a good one to start off with. I mean, in the future, if you do want to expand, then it probably makes more sense to fork out the money for the cases which you can stack on each other. So basically, it's just modular, and you can stack it on each other. I mean, you could make your own case as well. You could probably make one from a milk crate, which is what has happened many years ago. You could also order one from Kmart. You can just use the shoe rack if you're comfortable with having wood kind of next to your rig. But yeah, so you could do that, or you can make your own out of PVC. The reason why I didn't do either of the above was because I thought it might be easier to just order a prefabricated case that's really easy and quick to assemble, which is pretty important because time is money. And anyway, with the PVC one, that would take time for me to cut it. I'd have to design it, I'd have to plan it. So a bit of a hassle. And the Kmart one, well, it is $29, but the problem is it's wood. I mean, as long as you isolate your components so they're not directly touching and they're grounded, then it should be fine. But I mean, you know, I don't think it matters. I mean, you could easily use that as well. This one's just a bit easier to manage because you've got all the screw holes there, so, and screws that do come with it. You do have to keep in mind with the motherboard standouts that sometimes they won't fit. So my one, they only fit for certain holes, which was a bit inconvenient, but that's probably because I was running an ATX motherboard, so a full ATX one. But I think most people would be doing that anyway because you want those PCI Express slots as well. Otherwise, I think this would probably be more designed for mining motherboards, which would make a bit more sense. So maybe that's why it didn't entirely fit in terms of my stance. I had to play around with it a bit, so that probably took up quite a lot of time. Everything else didn't take as much time. I mean, the one thing that I didn't really figure out until I got my second one was where to place the standout for the power supply that connects it to the case. Now I found out that you actually need 2 screws and they attach to the case, and then you need another one that actually screws into the sort of like the webbing, or I don't know, the cover of the actual power supply, in like with those tiny holes, and you actually screw it to there. So yeah, that's something that wasn't really clear, because if you order from eBay, this frame's not really going to have instructions for it, but it should be pretty clear on how to assemble the main frame of it. I think it's just the main things that are the smaller ones, like the standouts, how to connect your power supply, what the position is, because some of the holes are supposed to be, well, they're in certain positions, so you have to have a certain orientation where your power supply should be and your motherboard should be as well, and your fans too. But apart from that, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video.